Good morning. How is everybody today? It is a beautiful day. This is a banked daily devotional. My name is Red, and you are on the YouTube channel, Daily Devotions with Red Mooneyal. I do a themed daily devotional Monday through Friday most weeks. This is a banked video, so I am recording this after my regular daily devotional so that I have some in reserve for days that I'm traveling or something's happened and I just cannot envision filming that day. Sometimes my husband's home from vacation. There's a lot of things that happen in life, and I like to bank these because I like to make sure that you have something. There are more than 365 days of the year available on Daily Devotional Channel, so you're welcome to pick anything. You don't even have to do this one with me today. So I'm going to read from the Celtic Devotional. This book is one of my favorites. I recommend you find one if you can. I'm actually going to read the evening words because they're beautiful. Harmony of heaven, resonance of earth, I return to you. Winter stars have lent their brightness to this candle in the dark. May my heart be ever questioning for the source of spirit's spark. With the eternal eyes of my soul's teacher, I look back upon this week and appreciate in what ways I have been part of the history of this planet. May the testimony of this week shine out in the annals of time. Turner of seasons, it is your design that the dark days of winter shall be followed by the resurrection of the spring. As my heart grows wintry, may your true charity germinate whatever will be born in me the next season. In your loving pattern I am quickened and conceived. As the long night looks for morning, so do I look to your mystery. I give thanks to the 9 jewels of the gifted ones. May we respect the teachings and traditions of our ancestors, which bring us inspiration, strength, wisdom, and compassion. All over the planet, excuse me, all over the planet, social reformers and ecological practitioners are striving to bring better balance to all living things. May the Holy Ones bless their work and lead more beings to implement and support it. I celebrate the moments of well-being that irrigate my life. I give thanks for these small but precious gifts that bring sanity to the chaos and business of daily life. For all the souls who are conceived this night, I ask a blessing. May the Keeper of Souls lend them surely down the star paths to their mother's wombs and strengthen those parents who lack trust in their abilities to parent. And the theme for today is, which old desires do you need to relinquish? Which old desires do you need to relinquish? That's pretty powerful. Okay. So I want to start with the Egyptian gods oracle cards. And this is 30, Ammut, devastation. God of hell and afterlife, the hybrid figure of a lion, a crocodile, and a hippopotamus, which devours the souls and hearts of those who made mistakes in life. Excessive pride, presumption, greed, eagerness for conquest. Ammut represents the consequences of past mistakes. You may have to face a drastic change with the elimination of a lifestyle you are used to, or a crisis with your partner, or a painful breakup with the consequent collapse of your defenses. But everything can be resolved if you reflect as soon as possible on the solutions to bring a positive change. You can give rise to a totally new recovery. Change your perspective and take up new positions. Powerful card, that one. Because our theme is, which old desires do you need to relinquish? Okay, Animal Spirit Guidebook. The Eagle. All-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Yes, Astra? Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant challenges. When out of balance, controlling. To bring into balance, step into the unknown. That's a pretty powerful card to go with our Ammut. Okay, what do we get for the Oracle card? Boom, 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 boom. Middle world. The essence of this card, the middle world, is the realm of day-to-day reality and the playground of the living. It is the present moment where everything is happening, yet the middle world is created by the future, not only the past, and is a mirror of the invisible realms. When things are right in the middle world, heaven and earth support everything. When they are not right, heaven and earth must be brought into order. The invitation of the middle world shows up when conditions are favorable to the undertaking. Do not hesitate, move forward as heaven and earth are smiling on you. The time is right to be expedient, but mindful of being reckless. The world is your playground, and what would require great effort at any other time can be accomplished with ease now. The medicine of this card: do not try to correct the earth what needs to be corrected in the heavens. The resources to support the change or endeavor you are considering are not readily available to you yet. So it's important to ask for help from the invisible realms, the helpers of the upper world. For now, wait. I love this. These cards go together magnificently. So the middle world is our day-to-day reality. And the theme for today is, which old desires do you need to relinquish? Okay? So this card reminds us that fundamentally we are entities that are multidimensional and divine. We are connected to all things. Our beautiful animal companions, our spiritual helpers, we are connected to them. And we get caught up in the day-to-day, not calling on the help that we need from those entities that are around us, that are hypersensitive to all the realms around us. And we forget that we aren't alone. I'm the only one in my meat suit, and you're the only one in your meat suit. But we are not alone in this realm we live in. There's very few that can live alone, truly alone. And even when they live truly alone, they are surrounded by Mother Earth and her companions and our helpers in this world. So we're never truly alone, not really. And those even that live in solitude, that are alone, they learn to live with the land. They learn to communicate with the seasons and the elements. And there's a reason my business is called Elemental Healing. Elemental connection is vital to me being able to live in this world. And it's deeply resonant for me. The Eagle card brings us to that place of transformation. The Eagle card, here goes Astra. She heard somebody outside. The Eagle card is the karmic fire for the sake of transformation. The Eagle card pushes us to our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. The Eagle card reminds us that transformation requires making sure that we are unwinding karma and we are not holding on to things that don't belong to us, that we are connected to each other and helping each other, but teaching each other how to not hold on to what doesn't belong to us and be connected to our middle world through each other and relying on the world to show us where we can unwind, where we need to transform, where we have potential to transform. And transformation can be scary to a lot of people. Change can be scary. And then Ammut reminds us about karma again, because Ammut is the hybrid figure of a lion and crocodile and hippopotamus, which devours the souls and hearts of those who make mistakes in life, excessive pride, presumption, greed, eagerness for conquest. Ammut represents the consequences of past mistakes. But everything can be resolved if you reflect as soon as possible on the solutions to bring a positive change, which basically also is another way of saying that Ammut is the god that reminds us in the Egyptian pantheon of karma, of the eagle card, bringing karmic transformation. And the middle world represents and shows us that we have the ability to transform in each interaction, that we don't have to hold on to karma. We can look at the situation, acknowledge our interaction, acknowledge what we have done, and let it go. Forgive ourselves, go through the process of sitting with what makes us afraid and allowing that shame, fear, disappointment cycle to transform and release whatever connections we have that allow us to hold on to karma, and allow the entities that work with us, that help us in this transformation process, so that we can be better here for each other. And I think that that's probably one of the biggest things of these cards, because our theme today is, which old desires do you need to relinquish? Relinquishing old desires is also going through the process of, what are the desires that don't fit anymore? Are they my desires? Are they somebody else's desires? Have I grasped hold of something just because the social context of today says I'm supposed to? Can I relinquish them? And at the same time, can I forgive myself? Can I allow myself to be holy in that moment, to let it go? Does it belong to me? And not only does it belong to me, but is it worth holding on to keep me in this karmic swirl? And is it worth the disingenuousness of my own path? So I love to tell stories to prove the kind of point. And this is one of those that there is this amazing individual that I know, and I have known this person for a really long time. And this person is very much an amazing entity, multidimensional connection entity, just an amazing entity. And I love this entity so much. This entity is caught up in the perceptions of what their upbringing, their nurture versus their nature. Lots of childhood trauma, lots of abandonment, a lot of shame, fear, disappointment. And that person has always struggled with the perceptions of what wealth and security look like. And so this person is very good unconsciously of manifesting not having security. And it has been a trauma response since childhood. And this person does not go to a counselor. This person doesn't work on the shadow, doesn't work on the karma, doesn't work on any of those things, because this person is a highly intellectual individual. And highly intellectual and very self-aware individuals, in some ways, when they come across karma or trauma or shadow or whatever you want to call it, what this person does is they intellectualize their way out of the situation. They think about it. They do a lot of thinking. And the thinking is great because they're really smart. And they can think about it and they can know about it. But when it comes to themselves, they have never chosen to reach out to the world. And they have not reached out to the healers that know how to deal with the healing process through that karmic transformation process. And they do not know how to feel through the transformation from an emotional, I guess one of the new words is somatic, but through that cellular process. And a lot of people do it in a lot of different ways. I'm a big believer in counseling, and counseling that uses a variety of tools to help someone go through the spiral of transformation. And there is a healing process that happens when you talk about it with someone, when you cry, when you rock, when you move, when you process through connection of things that happen in your life. So every time this person goes through something like, they get a windfall of money, right? And wherever it comes from, and this person will pay off bills, get a new car, right? And then everything's turning around in my life. Everything's going to be great. I finally got the best job and I have this amount of money coming in and this is happening. Then something happens, like the washer and dryer die, or the car goes bad, or whatever the trigger, the universe is triggering the opportunity to use the transformation process, the healing process with other people. They get knocked down. Like the physical expectation in this world knocks them down. And then they're back in debt, and they're back in this scrambling. Even though they still have the magnificent job and they still have good money coming in, the money, the physical expectation, the societal expectation that you have to have certain things to be fulfilled. And so then they can't buy the thing that they wanted to buy that would give them the satisfaction. So they are seeking outside of themselves for societal approval for what looks like success. And they have not yet still dealt with the issues, the underlying issues from a spiritual, interpersonal connection perspective. And this person that I'm thinking of is also someone who drinks a lot of alcohol. So then there's a little bit of chemical abuse going on for escapism because of the weight of the burdens of that shadow transformation that's not being healed every time this happens. And it's just an example of someone that these cards are really talking about. These cards are talking about someone or anyone, and any one of us. I've been through this. Oh my goodness. I've been through this. Here's your opportunity to unwind karma, and I have to sit with it. I have to allow ego, I have to allow the karmic connection to come into play, and I have to look at it. I have to force myself to look at it. I cannot run away. And it's hard, and I have so many times been blessed with people that let me talk their ear off on the phone, or counselors that have let me talk to them 3 times a week, and had the opportunity to have availability for dancing, to work through the emotional stuff through movement. And I am eternally blessed that I had people in my life when I was very young, not very many, but I had very specific people in my life when I was a child that helped me understand that, well, some of them didn't help. Some of them showed me that some people are not connected to this, but the connection that we have to the multidimensional spiritual realm. Astro, what are you doing? Hey, sit down. the multi-dimensional realms that we live in, and that we have the ability, we all do, to connect into the elements and the spiritual helpers that are around us. We all have guides. We all have people on our team that are here to help us. We all do. No one is alone. And within that, there are people who walk around in meat suits, who understand about this multidimensional realm, and they are here to help you. I mean, that's what I do in my everyday business, is I talk with people, and I help people communicate with their guides. I give them tools, and I help support them so they understand that they're not alone, because we are not alone. We need each other. I hope this helps. Those of you who have a natural number, one of the things that I've been exploring as a practitioner with this new language, or new to me language, it's ancient knowledge just brought forward, that the natural number, your natural activation, has the ability to help you siphon through your blueprint, your innate self, in a beautiful way. And you can use the power of your natural number to work through this transformation process in a more physical way that is natural for you. So I hope this helps. I hope you all have a beautiful day. For a banked video, this one was pretty deep. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. And I will see you in prayer. Blessed be.